To all my people, welcome to Perfect Woman, India's first talking magazine. And here I have a beautiful young jewelry designer, Pratiksha Kharbanda. Hello, Pratiksha, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Very fine, sweetheart. You tell me it's your day, your journey. Can you just introduce yourself a little bit to all the listeners
Yeah.
who are listening you?
Yes, before I begin with this podcast, I would like to thank you and Perfect Women magazine. Uh, I'm Prishita Singh Kharbanda. I have just completed my degree course from IIGJ in jewelry design. So as I'm a driven individual, I mainly try to focus on my passion and love for the inner sides that I feel for the space from where my design comes.
Wow, that's interesting. So before I start, can you just answer me what is exactly the process that goes around in making a jewelry?
In making a jewelry. So the process that goes into a jewelry design, however, it's a quite tedious process. But before we go there, another important part come is the product planning. So there are
Okay.
some. So there are some phases of planning, where we need to develop the product as per the market research, consumer needs, and the opportunities which are available in the market. And then there's one term called PLM, which is a product life cycle management. So it is a process, where we need to manage the entire life cycle of a product from inception, design and manufacturing. Then there's one more last stage comes, which is called PLC, which is a product life cycle stage, where it manages our sales volumes. So actually it's a really vast study. So when this research part gets over, then accordingly, we design the plan. We actually design the collection accordingly, where we need to make inspiration boards, mood boards. Then the design making process comes, which first we need to conceptualize a design on the paper. Then it further goes for CAD CAM, which is again a 2D 3D design, computer aided design. So this is a whole process. Then afterwards it goes for the polishing. Then the final stage is the quality control. So then afterwards, it's the process of certification. So it's a very deep and vast
Yeah, the listening to
subject.
you, it was I feel it's a nerve-wracking job because it's from
Yeah,
start to end. You go for a roller coaster ride, like from
exactly.
the design and that's not enough, I believe, because you people have to be more and more active enough because every second minute I feel there's a new
Yeah,
design coming in the market.
yeah, right,
So
right.
it's a competitive world, and this is something that's full of competition. So how do you feel? Like, did you find any challenges in this?
uh Challenges recent roles, in the journey of becoming from a jewelry graduate to a jewelry designer. The challenges that had come in my way, with the grace of God, were not the ones who can take a stake on me, because my full family supported me, especially my father, standing there for me, as a pillar that made my journey as a designer got easier. To be honest, challenges, if I see, can be some, you know, it would be only my coming from comforts of my space to an individual. Yeah. So
That's interesting. I'll tell you one thing. I heard about you, and I've been reading your articles also in Perfect Women magazine. I believe it's been a couple of years that we are looking. I believe you're the youngest one also. So this,
yeah.
yeah. So I was when I looking at your profile, I was just wondering. Why just jewelry designer? Like you have such a wonderful personality. You would have opted for fashion, for modeling, or maybe fashion designing. If I
uh,
ask you why jewelry designing, then
yeah, actually, the thing is that, my Mahas and Masi, has always, inspiring me. I remember when my mom used to adorn herself, with ocean blue sapphires, deep red rubies, the emerald green, and the shiny reflecting diamonds wrapped
Mhm.
around in gold. So, so these are the tiny pieces of my childhood that acted as a building blocks, from choosing my career to actually becoming a jewelry designer.
Wow,
And
that's interesting.
and thanks to you, for always supporting me, yeah.
Of course, because we feel so happy within when we see our Gen Next is all set to rock the world, because there are so many fields, and it's important because as we say that everything has been designed by universal energies, and everyone has been designated for
Yeah,
the particular role that you're playing in your life.
yeah, that's
So
absolutely
maybe
right.
yes. And today, where are you? You have tried your like the best, and you've been putting your efforts and dedications to bring the best of the designs, not just for you, but the like your profession and your kind of work that you've been working. So that's something that I believe that every individual, every child,
Yes.
every youth should plan their career accordingly, so that like not just their family, the universe also supports them
Yeah,
to
yeah.
get the best out of it.
Thanks to you.
That's the I feel not just from me, from the entire team of Perfect Women. The big congratulations for you and
Oh,
your
thank you so
achievers.
much. Thank you so much.
Yes, that's wonderful. And Pratiksha, I'd like to know something about you. Like, if I ask you, who is Pratiksha? How do you define yourself?
Prishita,
Yeah, Prishita. Yeah,
Prishita is like I like I didn't get your question. Like, what did you?
I say my question is, how would you define yourself? Who is Prishita? Apart from jewelry designer, who is she as a heart, as
Uh,
an individual?
uh, Actually, I feel like that I'm like quite artistic, because so since like when I was like 7, my mom helped me to choose different kinds of categories of
Mm-hmm.
of art forms to find my real passion, that light in karate, whether it's a visharat or playing golf, or trying my hands on horse riding or yoga. I think so. Mom has inculcated with me, with lots of things. So afterwards, then I came to know that that yes, that jewelry is my real passion. So yeah, me. So yeah,
So, in short, I understood one part that Prishita is basically a creative person
yes, I'm a creative and a
and
very artistic person.
very artistic person. You cannot
A
hold her
beautiful
at all.
soul and very meditative.
Yes, she is a freebie. She can do anything what she
Yeah,
likes. You
yeah,
cannot stop her.
yes,
And she's a very challenging in herself. She believes in doing all numerous activities which anybody says no. She can do anything.
yes,
She has the
yes, yes,
capability to do it in a right way. This is what I understood.
yes. Thanks to
That's interesting. That's wonderful. Prishita, who is your perfect woman in your life, and what did you learn from her?
my perfect woman, actually, honestly, the list is endless. The list is endless
Wow.
because the list is endless. Maybe it can be Miss Queenie or Miss Farah, because they are the one who has actually always been inspiring, and me to get a better version of,
Hmm.
yeah, me. And then afterwards, my biggest inspiration is my mom, because she's the one who in every aspect of my life,
Wow,
every sorry
that's
part of my
amazing.
life.
Yes, I understood. I agree to you. So, if I ask you, what did you learn from them? Now, my question for this is because like your learnings turn to be an inspiration for all.
I've learned a lot of things. They always guide me that we should be well read about our subject. When it comes to the market thing. If you are well read about your subject, you get you know how to deal. Basically, you know how to deal with the market. Market technicalities and everything. So
Wow, that's
yeah, the
amazing.
detailing
So,
and everything when it comes to the jewelry part.
I agree to you. And apart from this, since you learned many things, you've been dedicated. If I ask you, where do you see yourself after 5 years?
After 5 years, I think so. I'll after this, I think so. I'll make my own jewelry. I'll be having my own jewelry brand. And creating beautiful masterpieces for beautiful ladies out there.
Yes. Now, this is actually a universal plan that we are making with each other because after 5 years, again, I'll be taking your interview and I'm sure about it. You're going to be
Thank
rocking
you.
the word at that time. So, we are creating future today.
Yes, Thank you.
Yeah. So that time it would be the moment where I'm going to be interviewing the most successful
Thank
brand,
you
and
so much for your
Prishita.
lovely blessings.
Definitely. Thank you. Thank you so much, Prishita. We
Thank
really
you so
want and
much.
wish you a lot of success for you.
Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much,
much for joining
Miss.
in today.
Thank you so much, Miss. I really enjoyed, you know. Thank you so
Same
much.
here, same here. We will be catching up very soon and keep
That,
working and keep just be as you are. As I said that you are, yeah, and not just about. I cannot praise anyone, not a Q&A. I believe you are the best version of yourself, and you know what is the future for you, and you have been working on it. So universe automatically obeys and goes towards the person who is dedicated. So all the success for you, sweetheart. See
thank
you
you
very
so much.
soon.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Miss.
Thank you so much. Okay, take care, darling. God
You
bless you.
too.
Many more for you.
Thank you so much,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Goodbye.